Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure that notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have such an exciting one because I'm going to be doing a monthly video that we do over on this channel, and that is my monthly buys. This is excluding Revolution and Colourpop. I will do separate hauls for them later on in the month, just because I do tend to buy a lot of Revolution and I have bought a lot of Colourpop, so just easier if I keep those ones separate. And you guys really love my Revolution haul, so I like to keep that separate now as well. This is like every other brand that I've bought makeup from or bought off of other people. I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot this month, like quite a lot. I thought I did really well last month, but this month I've just gone the complete opposite direction and I've bought way more than I anticipated, so let's just get into it. So last month I picked up the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette, and I said I did actually pick up two other Urban Decay Naked palettes, and these are the ones I picked up. So firstly, I picked up Naked 3. This has been around for years and years and years. I never could afford Urban Decay palettes years ago, so I've never had this in my collection. Any of the original Urban Decay Naked palettes, never had them in my life. But I really liked this one out of the ones that they had, and I bought this off of one of my patrons for an absolute bargain. To be honest, the colour story is not my absolute favourite, but I think for every day it could be very pretty. And then I also, which I really wanted, was Naked Honey. I bought this off of one of my patrons for an absolute bargain. This one is still relatively new. I think obviously that it's not their latest release, but definitely one of the few newest palette releases they've done. This palette is absolutely stunning. Ever since Makeup Miss R's done like reviews and tutorials with it, I just love the colour story. The golds in here are absolutely stunning, and I'm so glad to have this in my collection. So as you know, I have done reviews, swatches and tutorials of all three of these P.Louise palettes. My favourite one is Wedding Wish, which is this one. I'll quickly show you. You probably all know what these look like now. I think these are actually now in stock, so if you want to buy them, obviously I will link them down below. Next we have Date Night, which is my least favourite, but not because of the quality or anything, it's just my like least favourite colour story. And then the last one is Vacation. These palettes all retail for £17 each, or you can buy all three of them for £40, which obviously is what I did. And this is the more like warm toned orangey palette. So yeah, I picked up those, and I also picked up another P.Louise palette, but second hand. I finally own the Secret Sinner palette. Again, wanted this for quite a while because I love the colour story, but I've just never got around to owning it really. I'm not sure if this is being discontinued. I know the Big Love Tapes palette is being, or has been, discontinued. They have been putting this on sale quite a lot recently, so I'll be a bit sad if this is being discontinued as well. So Feel Unique had a bit of a glitch on their website this month. All the Huda palettes, like the prices were round the wrong way, and the big palettes for like £56 went down to like 18, 20, 22, 16. I was like, okay. So I tried to pick up the Mercury Retrograde and Desert Dusk, and it actually got refunded to me. Other people have got theirs. Other people did like next day delivery and managed to get their orders. People like me who didn't even pay for delivery, got standard delivery, everything got refunded. So I'm super gutted about that. So I went onto Depop and found this for an absolute bargain. I literally paid like a tenner for it. This is the Desert Dusk palette, by the way. Yeah, I literally paid a tenner for it, including postage, and I was like, I cannot resist, because I've wanted this for so long, and now I finally own all of the big Huda palettes. I have all the big ones. I'm only missing 2 collections from Huda, Pastels and Neon, and then I'd literally have every single Huda palette, but I'm not really fussed on those collections, but I'm super happy I have this now. Huda Beauty have done a lot of sales in February. They did their first off like half price sale, and then they did their Topshop sale, which was like 70% off. I'll include what I got in the Topshop sale next monthly buys, but originally I did actually buy these. So fun little story for you. I actually bought this when it went down to £20, but one of the pans in it fell out and smashed, and I couldn't get a replacement. I'd have to send it back for them to like refund me or send them back to replace it or something, and I just couldn't be bothered with the hassle. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep it, I can just repress it. So I repressed it, but then this went down to £15 with a brush, and I was like, do I sell the one that I've got and get a brand new one so it all looks really perfect and pretty? This is my problem. This is why I spend so much money on makeup, because I make stupid decisions like this. Anyway, that is what I ended up doing. I sold the one I had and I bought a brand new palette, and it also come with a Huda Beauty brush, which I haven't actually got. This is just their highlighter brush, I think. I don't think it has any particular number. DB4 I think that says. So it's just like a big fluffy brush for highlighting. And then, as I said, I picked up the Hall of Fame highlighter palette. Now this is what it looks like. I absolutely love Huda Beauty highlighters. What's it called? Like a Diamond is my absolute favourite. And I also got a duo in the mystery boxes that they did in February for Valentine's Day, so I have a backup of Like a Diamond as well, which I'm super happy about. But yeah, don't be like me and make stupid decisions like that. Just stick with what you got. You don't need to spend more money. Speaking of Huda Beauty, I also bought this off of one of my patrons. This is the Mud Pie and no, I'm not going to even bother try and pronounce it. They have 2 palettes. They did go down in the sale as well, but I did buy this off of someone. This one is more of the like neutrally palette. They do also have like a super fun, colourful, bright one. This one is the more toned down one, but I just thought I don't have any doll palettes. It was super cheap. I can't bother to wait until they repackage them because they're going to be super expensive again, because I think these are like, I think these are like £40, and I paid an absolute bargain for it. I can't even remember. But I finally have a doll palette, which I'm super excited about. I am planning on doing like a full face of Huda Beauty soon. Do I have everything now? I think I do have everything now. I probably could do a full face of Huda Beauty because I've also got the Valentine's palette that I could do a look with maybe. So I don't know, you'll have to let me know. Do you want to see a full face of Huda Beauty? Oh actually no, sorry, the only things I'm missing is the mascara and the eyeliner, and then I'll have everything. Okay, Melt Cosmetics, very expensive brand. Their palettes are like easy 50 quid each, which is just way out of my price range. But I actually got 2 for £50. My friend Emily was selling these 2, and I've got Smoke Session and 420. I now have Rust and Gemini. So this is what Gemini looks like. Makeup Miss has done many tutorials with the Gemini palette, and her eye looks are stunning with it. So I'm literally so excited to have this in my collection. I can't believe I have more Melt palettes. Like, to be honest with you, I wouldn't buy them full price. They're just so expensive, but to get 2 for the price of one essentially, I'm not complaining. And this is the Rust palette, which is definitely the most neutral one I've got out of all of them. But look how stunning these colours are. Like, this yellow here is so pretty. I absolutely love that. So I picked up a couple more Melt palettes this month. I'm not gonna lie, there probably are bits that I'm missing that I can't think of, because I do buy a lot of makeup off of my patrons. So I'm probably not thinking of things at the minute, but I do know I definitely bought these 2 off of Alexandria. I picked up the XX Revolution Exodus palette, the red velvet one. This is what it looks like. I don't have any of these, so this is my first ever like bigger XX Revolution palettes. And then with that, I also picked up this BH Cosmetics Blacklight Highlight 6 colour palette. Shan XO used to absolutely rave about this palette, so I don't know, I just felt like picking it up, to be honest, because I love BH Cosmetics and I've heard very good things about this palette, so I had to pick it up. I had to. I finally own the Avocado palette by BH Cosmetics. Again, one of my patrons was selling this brand new, and I couldn't resist. I finally have all the Weekend Vibes palettes, which I'm super excited about. I love these palettes so much. So this is the Avocado Toast palette. It's even still got the plastic on it. And this is what the palette looks like. If you'd like me to do a tutorial and review on this palette, then please just let me know. That's all you gotta do. Off of my Patreon, Jess, I picked up this Lime Crime Venus XL palette. I do have the Venus XL2 palette, but then I love the quality of that, and I was like, I really want the pink one as well. But again, these are like £56 each, which is just insane. And I think Jess only won like £15 for this, and I was like, okay. So this is what the XL Venus palette looks like. I did use this for a look on my Instagram. I'll throw it up here. Super good quality. I definitely wouldn't pay £56 for it though. I think the quality wasn't like mind-blowing me, do you know what I mean? But it's still an absolutely beautiful pink palette, and I love it. So Boots did a buy one get one free offer in February, and I just could not resist. I had to pick up a few bits that I've been wanting to for a while, but just hadn't got around to it. I picked up another XX Revolution face primer. This one is the Face Freeze Bomb, and this is the yellow one. I absolutely love my Cloud Complexion primer, and I wanted to try some more of these colourful ones, like the pink, the green and the yellow. But look how cute this packaging is. I love the drip effect, and then that's the colour of it. This one smells very floral, and it's got like a jelly texture. I haven't actually got around to using this yet. I'd be very intrigued to know what this is like. I mean, I know they're super expensive. I think they're like £15 each. But on buy one get one free, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. I had to pick up this powder by L'Oreal because this went absolutely viral all over TikTok for being like super full coverage. This is the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation powder. This one's the shade 20, I think. And this is what it looks like. I'm yet to test this out. I want to do like a dedicated TikTok review to it, just because it went viral on TikTok. I might as well give it a go and see what I think of it. Only thing is I've got oily skin, so I can't see a product like this lasting on my skin, but you never know. So I had to pick that up. And then I picked up a couple of items from NYX. I've wanted to try their brow pencil for so long. But I think when I tried to put on Superdrug ages ago when they did buy one get one free, it wasn't in stock. But I picked up the Taupe eyebrow pencil, and it's supposed to be like a really good dupe for the ABH Brow Wiz. Also, speaking of ABH dupe, they also do a brow glue, which again, another product's gone super viral on TikTok, and it's supposed to be like better than their like brow freeze product. So just to let you know, don't spend your money on that, just get the NYX one. And then I also picked up one of these 16-pan palettes by NYX. So I don't actually own any palettes by NYX. When the Utopia palette come out, everyone went mad for it. It's super pretty, but it's like £35 for the palette, and it's just a little bit out of my price range, and I just think £35 for a NYX palette is just too much. However, I didn't know, but they did a mini version of it, so I had to buy this when they were doing buy one get one free. So this is the mini version of the big Utopia palette. So if you don't want to quite spend £35, check out this one. I believe these ones are £16 or around that. I did not know that they were launching a mini version of it, but I was super happy to see that they did, so I picked that up. Also with that order, sorry, I picked up another item just to get my order to free delivery, and this is the Natural Collection bronzing powder. It's super affordable. I think this is literally like £1 maybe, but I love a good drugstore bronzer, so I had to pick that up with my order. These Ordinary products, I thought I included this in last month's buys, but I didn't because I ordered these at the start of March apparently. So I picked up the Ordinary foundation. I am planning and have been planning to do a full face first impressions for about 2 months now. I will finally be getting it up this month, don't worry guys. I think even next week maybe, where I'm going to try the Ordinary foundation, which I haven't actually tried ever Heard very good things about it though. I got mine in the shade 1.1N. We'll see if that suits me. And of course I picked up that foundation because of the new concealer that launched, and again this will be the concealer I'll be trying in my full face first impressions. I've heard mostly negative reviews about this, so I'm not, you know, very excited to try this because I have heard bad things about this. However, everyone has different opinions and different products work for different people, so you never know, it could work for me. It's very little though, like I've got small hands, like look how tiny that is. So I bought that concealer, and also with that order I picked up a mini of the NYX the marshmallow primer. I'm not going to open this because I have just bought the big version. This is what I'm like. This is why I'm skin every single month, like a week after being paid. I didn't have to buy the big version off of one of my Patreons, but I did. I've heard nothing but good things about this primer, and I just know I'm going to go through this like so quickly. I think the product's only like down to here anyway, and she wanted like £8 including postage, and I was like, you know what, I might as well just sell this mini that I paid £7 for and buy the big version for £8 including postage, you know what I mean? So yeah, I did pick up this marshmallow primer, heard amazing things about this, sounds like my type of primer, so I needed the big version of it basically. Next, for my full face first impressions, I also picked up this new mascara by Maybelline. This is the Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara. Again, heard amazing things about this mascara, and I'm going to try it in that video. This is what the wand looks like. I love the Lash Sensational range. Maybelline honestly do some of the best drugstore mascaras, apart from Collection and Essence. I'd say Maybelline is up there in my top 3, and I used to love the Lash Sensational. I used to wear that all the time, so I'm excited to try the Sky High mascara. I really hope it works for me. Speaking of mascaras, I of course picked up this Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara. I have done a full testing video on this, so if you do want to see if this is worth the money, then definitely check out this video. It is so expensive. It's £24 for this one mascara, so definitely check that video out if you want to see if it's worth the money. I love Benefit, so I kind of wanted to treat myself to this. I do also have Bad Gal Bang and Roller Lash, and spoiler alert, I kind of prefer that to both of them. So yeah, if you want to see it fully in action, go and watch that video. I picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Pink Passion from one of my patrons, Lucy. This third shade is actually smashed in here, so I kind of need to like repress that at some point. Oh god, it's gonna all fall out, I know, but this is what it looks like. You've got like a light pink, a like mauvey pink, and then like more of a corally peachy pink. But again, I've wanted an ABH blush trio for ages, but they're super expensive. I do have like a Morphe trio as well, but I really wanted an ABH one, and again, this was an absolute bargain, so I could not pass off that offer. I bought a couple of things off of one of my patrons, Jill. I picked up this Hourglass blush palette. This is what it looks like. I don't know if this is any particular blush palette, but this is Mood Exposure. This is Incandescent Electro, and this is Luminous Flush, or is it the other way? No, it's got to be that way around. Again, I've never owned an Hourglass product in my life. I've heard such good things about these blushes, and I just wanted to own something from Hourglass. And I also picked up from Jill this Fenty highlighter. I do already have one. Well, I did have the one from the Fenty box when Glossybox done the collab back in December, but the shade just wasn't for me. Like, it was a little bit too dark, so I ended up selling that one, and I bought the, I've got it here actually, and I bought the Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal one. I don't think I included this in my buys last month, but I picked up this one secondhand on like a makeup Facebook group that I'm in, and because I loved the highlighter, Jill was selling this one for very cheap, and this is like the next shade up. This is the Me Money and Hustler Baby one, which I believe is the other shade that come in the Fenty box, which is the one that I would have preferred to get. And this is what this one looks like. Again, this one is definitely more suited to my skin tone rather than the other one that was in the Fenty box. So now I have 2 Fenty highlighters, which I cannot complain about. I love Fenty. A couple of odd bits. I picked up one of the new NYX Shine Loud lipsticks. Again, another product that went super viral on Tik Tok, where it's like a liquid lipstick one side and like a clear gloss the other, but the gloss doesn't make this transfer. This is going to be a TikTok video of mine coming very, very soon, so make sure you follow me on TikTok if you want to see that. This is, by the way, this is in the shade Cash Flow, which is more of a pinky nude shade. So I got that. W7 also come out with these lipsticks. Who does this remind you of? Of course, Huda Beauty. So I had to pick one up because I have been promising you guys a W7 versus Too Faced video for the longest time, since December when it come out for the nudification palette. I do have that slotted in for this month, and I hope that I do it this month because you guys have wanted that for ages. But I'm also going to compare this lipstick to the Huda lipstick that I've got. I did try and get similar shades, but I do think the shades are quite far out. But we're going to test like the formula side by side. If you want to see all of these shades swatch, my friend Lizzie has done a full swatch and review video on all of these lipsticks, so definitely go and check her out. And she's almost so close to 1,000 subscribers, which is insane. So definitely check out her channel. Made by Mitchell is a brand that released late last year, and he released palettes, makeup brushes, bags, blushes, like liquid blushes, and I think that's it. And I have heard nothing but good things about his blushes, which are his liquid blushes. And one of Makeup Miss's patrons were selling 2 for like £15, I think it was. And I picked them up. I got the shade Sweet Cheeks, which is like a bright baby pink shade. Like, look how gorgeous that is. And then I also picked up Peach Sugar. There are 2 more shades that I want to get. I think it's Rosy Posy Rosy or Rosy Posy, and also the bright orange one. I think it's Mango Daiquiri. And I'll be happy with my Made by Mitchell blush collection. I haven't even tried these yet, and I want to collect the other shades. Like this, again, this is another one of my problems. So I'm very happy about these blushes. I'm definitely going to try these in my full face first impressions, 100%. We're nearly at the end, guys, don't worry. So off of one of my patrons, Rebecca, who I do buy off quite a lot. If I'm honest, I'm probably missing some stuff from that I bought off of her, because I have bought quite a lot. But firstly, I picked up the Morphe and Maddie Zilga. I don't know if that's how you say her name. The Imagination palette. So we're saying Imagination palette because obviously Revolution did a collab with Imagination, but anyway, this is what the palette looks like. I didn't pick this up when it launched because, if I'm honest, like, it just didn't completely blow me away, and it wasn't something I wanted to pick up straight away. Sorry if you can hear the shower behind me, by the way. But when I see it in real life, I just feel like it looks so much better. Like, you have 2 rows of neutrals, 2 rows of more colourful shades, you have beautiful shimmers in here, and if you want to see a tutorial with this, just let me know. It's also got a mirror in here as well, which is amazing, and I love the packaging. It is super pretty. I also picked up another Hourglass product. This is a mini highlighter from Rebecca. This one reminds me of like the Jouer highlighters, in the sense that they're not like super highlighty, they just have like a really nice glow to them, if that makes sense. Like, if I didn't want a super blinding highlighter like this one I've got on now, which is Glazed Donut by Ofra, I'd pick my Jouer ones and my Hourglass ones because they're super expensive, but the formula is more of that like glowy formula, if that makes sense. Like, they're not super blinding and pigmented, they just have that really nice subtle glow. So yeah, I wanted to pick up Mini just to say I have another Hourglass product. And then I also picked up from her 2 Iconic London blushes. Become a little bit obsessed with liquid products recently, even though I barely use them, which is a problem. But I wanted to pick these up because there was a set at Christmas that had one of the liquid blushes in it and the highlighting drops, but the highlighting drops in original would just be too dark for me, so I was gutted I missed out on the liquid blushes, but now I have them. So these are what the shades look like. I have Rose, Riot and Cheeky Coral, so I cannot wait to try them. Okay guys, 2 more items. So BH Cosmetics, again, is a brand that I cannot recommend enough. Like, they're such a good brand. Their quality is insane for the price. They come out with these like limited edition sweet shop palettes, but I didn't pick them up because I just thought they're limited edition anyway. There's no point in me picking them up. However, so many people around me ended up picking up these palettes, and oh my god, they were so beautiful that I couldn't resist, and I had to buy them. So I bought these 2 off of one of Make Up Mrs. Patreons, and I've got 2 more as well, but they'll be in March buys because they come this month. I picked up Bubblegum and Cherry on Top. The other 2 I have got sneak peek are Pistachio and Orange Sorbet. So the other 2 are the purple one and the nude one, but to be honest, I'm not really fussed on those ones. So with these 4 I'm pretty happy. This is the Cherry on Top palette. These palettes are so much bigger than I thought they were going to be. I think they're about £20 each if you work out the conversion rate between the German website and UK. I think they're about 20 quid each. And by the way, if you want to get these, buy them off the German website. I don't think my patrons got any customs when they did that. But yeah, these are just so pretty. Oh my god, I love them. So obviously I had to get the pink one, and then I got the blue one as well. I'm definitely going to use one of these palettes for one of the monochrome videos I'm gonna do. So yeah, this is the blue one. Like, how stunning is that? Oh my goodness, I absolutely love the sight of that. So these palettes are so much bigger and better quality than I thought they were gonna be, in terms of like packaging and stuff, so I'm super happy with those. Okay guys, those are all of the products that I bought throughout February that are not including Revolution and Colourpop. They will be separate videos later on in the month. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know down below some of the items that you bought in February, just to make me feel better for all of these purchases. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!